Hello, Mrs. Thomas here. So I'm talking to you today about why you should pick food prep and nutrition as one of your GCSE options. Um, what does the course involve? So it's a really practical subject. We do lots of cooking. We try and cook at least once a week, if not once a fortnight. We cook all sorts of things from a variety of really simple dishes to really complex dishes. And we also do some theory work, which is based around 5 core topics. So they include food, nutrition and health, food science, food safety, food choice and food provenance. So your lessons would be a mixture of theory and a mixture of practical work. When you get to year 11, there are a number of assessment items that we need to cover. So when you get to May, June time of your year 11, you do an exam. It's a 1 hour and 45-minute exam. It's worth 100 marks and it's 50% of your final GCSE grade. And then from the beginning of September, we do 2 pieces of coursework. So one of the pieces of coursework is in the form of experiments and looking at ingredients and what happens to them, and you write an essay with that one. And then your second NEA task is a really interesting piece of coursework where we have a task to do and you have to create a menu, and you have to cook your menu, and you have to do 3 meals in 3 hours. So really master chef, and really exciting and interesting. So who is this subject suitable for? So suitable for students who enjoy preparing and cooking food, um, suitable for students who love their practical lessons, suitable for students who are keen to learn more about nutrition and food science, but you do need to have really good organisation skills. You do need to have an interest in food. So if you're a really fussy eater, this course may not be for you. You have to enjoy eating food, cooking food, and everything about the hygiene and preparation of food. And then the potential career opportunities for this if you take food as an option. So there are endless opportunities if you decide to take food as a GCSE option. You could go into the hospitality industry and work in hotels, pubs, bars, restaurants. You could become a food critic, a food scientist, a food teacher. You could become a food journalist, a catering assistant, a chef. So I talked to you on the previous slide about the different types of coursework that we do for this qualification. So the first piece, like I said, is food investigation. So we have to investigate a ingredient of some kind, and we have to figure out what happens to it if we apply heat to it, or if we apply different gases to it, if we apply different cooking methods to it. So on the slide you can see an example of a really good piece of coursework. So it's really detailed, it's really neat. You can see the pictures of all the practical work they had to do to get to their final result. So we look at the working characteristics and functional and chemical properties of ingredients, and it's a 2,000-word essay that you have to write, which sounds really horrible when you think about it, but broken down, it's not that bad, I promise you. And 2,000 words split out across 8 pages isn't as bad as it sounds. So that's our first piece of coursework, and that's what we do to achieve our first piece. So this is our second piece of coursework. So again, I told you we had to do 2. This is the second one. This is the piece of coursework where we research, plan, prepare and cook a menu. So we get given a task to do by the exam board, and we work alongside that task, and we create another portfolio. We have to do lots of practical work to get to our end result for this as well. And you have what's basically a practical exam at the end. So you have to do a 3-course meal, but you have to complete it in 3 hours. So it's really exciting. It's a really interesting piece of coursework to do as well. And I know previous year 11s have really enjoyed this piece of coursework as well, because it's just really fun. It's lots of testing, lots of cooking to do within this piece of coursework.